on this episode of Bot vs. Con.
I think it fits right in with the rest of the Predators. Yeah. That was one thing that I was surprised about. Am happy to get them, but yeah, like you're right. The excitement isn't really there as much. This looks good. This looks very good.
It looks kind of like a school bus, Cybertronian school bus, but it's Scrambled City.
Ah, I didn't see that. That's how I would expect it to be, where it doesn't fit in the way it should. The part that's really cool about this is that they changed the engineering for the size. Now, I'm not as excited for this one as I was for the first one. I haven't heard from anybody. Let us know if you actually like this, where we're seeing this more and more of you buying something and you not knowing what you're getting. This looks good.
120.
Damn.
And maybe this is why they're not making mini cons.
Ooh.
This is Bot versus Con. Make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member.
Welcome back, BVC fans. As always, I'm Bobby the Bot.
And I'm James the Con. And this is Bot vs. Con, where your voice is heard.
And we're back with another round of news. A bit late, but as you might have seen, we did have an interview with Brandon from the Chosen Prime. So hopefully you were able to check that out about the exclusive for TFCon coming in less than 2 weeks. So I'm super excited about it. Hopefully you guys were super excited to see what Fans Hobby and Chosen Prime were able to put out. With that, we want to say thank you to our official sponsor, the Chosen Prime, where you can find many of the figures that we're going to be speaking about, including that exclusive. Maybe you'll see some things that are on pre-order. Maybe they're on their way to you. Who knows? Also want to say thank you to our members. Really do appreciate you. And special shout out to our newest mini-bot member, and that's Dark Knight 7. Really appreciate you joining the family. Also want to say thank you to our subscribers. Without you, we would not be doing the show. I know I say that all the time, but it really means a lot to us. So with that, James, are you ready?
I think so. And let's start off with another TFCon exclusive that we'll be doing before we start talking about Chosen Primes. And that is this little ditty. So I'm still working on it. This should be done. It will be done by TFCon, and this is the first true Bot versus Con exclusive, because you have a Bot versus a Con. We're doing 2 prints. We're going all out for our 3-year anniversary. We've got Omega Supreme versus Devastator. I will be putting in a background and shading and all that, and I'm already doing all that in the background. This is just a teaser. So look for us. We'll have these available for $35 for the pair. And if you can't make it, go ahead and email us at botversuscon@gmail.com. The next time we speak, I hope to have the finished ones to show you. So stay tuned for that. And why don't we get on to another exclusive?
Well, the funny thing is, before you move on, this was truly the first Wars that I had in my collection. When I did the Omega Supreme Wars, I had picked up more than I thought I was going to. And then also the Devi Wars, which we're still going through. So really excited about this print.
And that's honestly why I picked these 2. We were talking about it. I still wanted to do Devastator Wars. And I said, who's the Nemesis to Devastator? And then you said Omega Supreme. It's perfect. And it fits into your collection. So I'm very happy to have this. So let me know what you think down below. And stay tuned for a completed version of this coming soon.
Definitely.
So you already mentioned this, but we didn't talk about it on the news. So we're going to go briefly through this because we didn't look at the pictures while talking to Brandon. We got to see it in person, which is a little bit better if you ask me. And we've got the TFCon exclusive from Fans Hobby and TCP MB08B Helmsman. So this is going to be $280, which is, I believe, $10 more than Double
the
Evil.
Standard.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it Double Evil or is that? No, that's Double Dealer.
Double Dealer is the other guy. This is Double Evil.
I know it's Overlord. I don't remember what his name was. Either which way, the designs and photos are by Get Right Robot, who did a good job. Now, I do think I want to mention that when we saw it in hand, or when Brandon was showing it off, the green is that it's supposed to be is green.
Yes.
So just a disclaimer, it will not be blue. It'll be more of a green, like Skyquake should be. And he looks great. Let's keep it going. It has a whole bunch of weapon options, which I really like. I like that this is a different take on Skyquake. They used what they could, and they made it work, in my opinion.
I think it fits right in with the rest of the Predators. Yeah. That was one thing that I was surprised about. Prior to this, I had no idea who the Predators were and all that other stuff, but I really like the fact that all these are literally fitting together with the color schemes. One ties into the other, and then like when you look at one, it's just like, how does that go? And then you'll see like the third one, it's like, oh, okay, this one connects the first two together. So this is really, really cool. I think they, did a tremendous job on it. Plus the things that were issue for me on the original version, original Fans Hobby release, they corrected it on here. Something that I hated was the missiles would always fall off, and these pegged missiles are very sturdy from what we saw.
Yeah, and I really like what they did with the chest, because he's supposed to have like a see-through chest, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a very smart way to do it, too. So I think that's very, very cool, and makes him look, honestly, quite a bit different than Overlord.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so. He also has the base mode, which is very cohesive. Like, with all the different colors, they made it look very nice. And then the two breast masters or chest masters or whatever they're calling them.
Yeah, I like the base mode because, like, where the colors, look different. Those, like, the I'm going to call it brown, whatever color that is.
Copper.
They actually look, copper, there we go. They actually look like stations, where people would work at or whatever. So I really like the way the colors come together on this.
I agree, especially in base mode. And the pink isn't, it's accents. It's not a main part of it. So it kind of brings it all together. And here's the alt modes, which I think look great as well. I didn't have a chance to study these pictures before we interviewed Brandon. And looking at it, I really like what they did. I like the darker green on the tank. I think that looks cool. I like the copper turret. And I didn't notice all that paint work on the top of the jet with the pinks and the greens, and it looks very cool. Kudos. And I'm glad that they added the stickers for the monster face. So, very cool set. I will be looking forward to picking this up for sure.
Yeah, now I got to figure out well, I know where this is going to go in my collection, but now I need to figure out how I'm going to display it. So it looks like the first two, one of them is going to be in base mode. So that's a definitive right now. So this looks good. Great job, TCP and Get Right Robot. And fans.
Yeah. And here's the team so far. He did confirm that we will be getting the last Predator, so they are finishing the set, which I think at this point we could have guessed it and been correct. Very happy to have this set. I never thought I would have them. I mean, they weren't my number one choice of characters, but I always liked them, and I think they're coming together very, very well.
Completely agree. I think I wasn't familiar with them until this. I remember you and Get Right Robot laughing at me because I was like, yeah, I have absolutely no idea who these are, and you guys were so excited, and I was just sitting there looking like a bobblehead. But I do think that not only is it do they look good, I'm happy that we're actually getting a completed set from Fans Hobby, because we're waiting for some of the junior headmasters and stuff like that we never got from them in their regular releases. So this is really cool.
Yep, I agree. So let us know what you think about this down below. And lastly, TFCon Chicago, some new guests. Go check them out if you're going.
Yeah, I love that art from Casey Caller right there. That is so cool.
And the creative manager for Hasbro, previous creative manager, would be very cool to talk to as well.
I'm curious of what he thinks about Hasbro now from his time there.
Yeah, that would be very interesting to hear.
Yeah.
Moving on to leaks, only something a little small. Walmart leaked a listing for 86 Sunstreaker.
I'm curious to see if it's just going to be a repackage of the former Sunstreaker that they did, and it may have some 86 accents to it or something like that.
Yes, that's what I thought, but at the same time, we got Wheelie, which was kind of out of the blue to be a whole new mold and stuff. So maybe they have that, but looking at Sideswipe, even though it's not 86 the Studio Series 86, that's the game reverse, but looking at Sideswipe and Wheeljack, it's probably just going to be a repaint, which is great if you don't already have it.
That's exactly. Time for people to catch up. That's what these releases are. So that's pretty good.
Yes, you already caught up, so now you can tell other people to catch up. So go ahead and stick with us after this break, and we'll talk about what has been just announced.
Sounds good.
Let's get into what has been just announced, and I think this first thing is going to give you mixed emotions.
Uh-oh.
Not because of the figures themselves, but because of what hasn't been released yet. And that's M.A.S.K Wave 2. From loyal subjects.
Yeah, you're right. It does give me that. So the bottom left vehicle, Hurricane, is what it's called. I've never had it. And the top left one, Jackhammer, the black SUV, I never had that one. I used to have Gator, which is the orange one, and Piranha, which is the motorcycle, which were both really, really cool. I think Gator, the orange one, was my very first M.A.S.K toy, I think, as a kid. So I am happy to get them. But yeah, you're right. The excitement isn't really there as much. I'm curious to what they'll do with the M.A.S.K effects and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, mixed emotions.
You're bogged down because they keep pushing back the other ones. So how long are they going to push these back for?
Yeah, and not only that, but when they do get delivered, it's literally going to be like, boom, here's a box and it's like full of stuff, and my lady's going to go crazy, like, what the hell? And I'm like, I promise I bought these at separate times. It was just decided to ship in one box. So.
And then she's going to say, okay, show me the robot mode. Say, they don't have one. And you're just going to be like, what?
Yeah, so you're collecting something else, so.
I think these look good, though. I think it's funny that your first M.A.S.K toy and your first Transformer were both Jeeps. If that was your first one, I think you need to go buy a Jeep now. And yeah, they look great. Hopefully you get them in 2026 and not 2027.
I am very curious if the release date, the release schedule will change, and if they'll do stuff for us, like, okay, Wave 2 is announced and we get it, 3 months later, maybe something like that,
instead March of or something like that.
Yeah, instead of like December.
Yeah. Well, there are crazy things going on right now, so I understand it. But let's move on to something that made me a little perturbed that I cannot pick up.
Oh.
And that are these things. I love all of these. If these were in Target, I would pick them all up. I have a connection to Nemesis Prime, Shatterglass, Bumblebee or Bugbite, and G2 Megatron. Shatterglass Shockwave is just cute. So, yeah. I'd pick these all up if they were at Walmart's.
I can't lie. I would pick these up too. I'd be in trouble. My daughter would she would say, he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy too, right? He's a bad guy. I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, where's the good guys?
The yellow one.
She would see the purple. So that anytime she sees purple, she's just like, there's a bad guy, right? And I'm like,
Shockwave don't have purple.
Well, that's the only way.
He's literally Shatterglass Shockwave. He'd have a red Autobot symbol, or should.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah, I think all these are fantastic. They are also doing some keychains and pins. I really do like the keychains that reference the original BotCon story, where Cliffjumper from G1 is interacting with Megatron and Optimus, which I believe was the story of the original Shattered Glass universe, which I do like. I think these are great. I wouldn't pick these up. I'd pick the stuffed animals or plushies, whatever you want to call them up, but I don't think I'd pick any of these. But they all look good.
I'm with you on that. I recently got a keychain that I will show off during my hauls. But yeah, I'm with you on that as well. The plushies would go down. The keychains not so much.
Yeah. Cyberworld 10 and 11 are out.
God, is that where we're at right now? I'm so far behind.
You could download them before you go to TFCon and watch them on the plane.
I'm gonna watch them before then.
Okay.
I think so. Maybe.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna watch.
They're not that bad.
They're not that bad. I just forget about them. Which, not to say they're bad. It's just I have so much stuff going on right now that
I'm right there with you. I literally every time you mention it, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to watch that, and I forget afterwards.
Yep.
I just know that his smokestacks are underneath him. Prime.
I'm not going to think about it too hard. Let us know if you watched it and what you think about that. Moving on to some protein powder that's licensed by Transformers. They got the Starscream. We already showed off Megatron, Bumblebee, and Optimus. So now they're adding Starscream to the mix. Go ahead and pick it up if you want it. The box looks cool, or the tubes, or whatever they're called. Jug.
Yeah, and it had the shaker and everything. I mean, I wish I was in the gym working out right now. I'm just turning into a fat ass over here. That would be kind of cool. I don't know if what's in the stuff. I like that they show the supplements and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm it's packed with energon. I mean, this is about as close as I get to. But it is cool. It is cool, especially if it works. That's the cool part if it works.
Yeah. And I just wish the Starscream set came with one with a purple top.
Maybe it's
probably the same for all of them, but Decepticon.
Maybe when you take the wrapper off, it's purple underneath there. Who knows?
No, I mean the drink thing.
Oh, that's okay. Yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I thought you meant the top to the can. No,
that's whatever. I meant the drink.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yes.
There was a China Toy Expo, and Blokees showed off their new line of cars, which we already talked about. But then they showed off that they're doing a trailer, and doesn't this look really good?
The way they have Roller's wheels on there is so unique.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
I like it too. It's very Cybertronian.
Yeah, I think you need to pick it up.
Stop it.
I was going to say, I don't think you have this truck in your collection, but you do. You have 3 of them.
I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Don't need the truck.
Yeah. Need the trailer, though. They also showed off Bruticus, which you already knew they were going to do. You were the one that called it out first, and it was pretty obvious.
This looks good. This looks very good.
Yeah.
I hate Blokees. I hate them. I hate them. And I mean that in all due respect. This looks really. So this is something else now. We've seen different companies like Hasbro's Bruticus looks really, really good. Their mainline Bruticus. This looks good. The super deformed laser cat, that Bruticus looks good. I mean, are we seeing a transition to where they're making, these companies are making Bruticus look? Oh hell, Magic Square, their MP Bruticus looks great. I mean, it's like, is this the new thing? Is this the new figure that's gonna come out and look really good?
Yeah, wait till you have X-Transbots, Fans Toys, Cang Toys, O1 Studio. Not gonna work. You have headphones on.
Damn it!
I was just like... You're just gonna make me louder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, stay tuned for the Bruticus Wars after the Predaking Wars, hopefully.
This set looks really, really good.
It does.
Damn.
And here we have more Blokees. These are the bigger ones. And that Megatron, I love that he has a silver face. I don't know. I don't see it as the reformatting Megatron like it's supposed to be. just because it doesn't have the lines all over it.
Right.
And I always see that as being more of a brighter purple, almost pink, when he transitions. But maybe I'm misremembering. We'll see when we get into our updates. But this just looks cool, like a dark Energon Megatron or something.
That's what it looks like. He has dark Energon flowing through him.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good. It does look good. This isn't the translucent that I like. I know we've seen others that have like the colors of the figure, but the translucent, it still looks really good. But you can see like the details in between. I can't really see that much on this. Like, you know, you can see the yellow on his chest, for instance. You can see like that pop of yellow, but I don't know if it's the translucent part or if it's just yellow and they decided not to do it there or whatever. But it does still look good.
Yeah, I agree. I think if they maybe made the cannon black and maybe the thighs black or something, maybe the feet or something, just to kind of give it a little bit of contrast, it might look a little bit better. But I do like it still.
Yeah, I do too.
Yolopark showed off these guys, so pick them up if you want them.
They look very clean.
Yes, they do. I think they're getting outplayed by Auldey, I believe it's called.
Yeah, and I know we've been.
I like calling it oddly because they're oddly good looking. Because this Shatterglass Prime, while I would rather have the silver tan parts a little darker, I still think it looks great. I love all the green.
Yeah, I think it looks good as well. There's something I'm not catching with the face. It looks kind of boring.
I think it's the lighting, because this is the same Prime that you gushed over. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. On this one, it must be the lighting, but I really like the details in it, like the levels of details in the thighs and the chest and everything like that. It looks really good.
It does, yes. Jeez. Next up, we have Tim Hedda showing off some kits. Very good looking. Get them if you want them.
They look so cute. I can see Starscream like, these pads are too heavy.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know why Blokees isn't doing these upgrade sets as well. It'd be easy things for them to do.
Yeah, and you know, Tim does very good work. So I'm still amazed. It looks great.
Yeah, it really does. Funbee Studios showed off a Jetfire carriage, am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember it in the comic. I have to go back and look or something. I do not remember it. And it looks good, but I don't remember what issue that's from.
Yeah, it looks cool too. It looks kind of like a school bus, Cybertronian school bus. Blokees Studio has a new Megatron head that they're showing off, and I guess they wanted to show that it could fit, and I zoomed in so we could actually see what it looks like. Very rough. I'm sure it'll look good in the final stages, but the shape's nice.
Yeah, and he has the
headset thing.
That smirk. So this is something that I'm happy they did. Something that has been my, I don't want to say knock, because they've been really good, is that we've seen a lot of add-on kits for older figures, and it was just like, okay, these are, you know, too old to necessarily go back and invest in. This is a new figure, and to see that they're doing this, you know, this with this newer figure, I'd be more in line to pick up something like this.
Makes sense. Yeah. No, I think it looks good. We'll be talking about another one a little later, so stay tuned, that I think Bobby wants to pick up.
I'm not going to confirm or deny that.
I think you're going to be picking this up too. We got the QQT Liberation Kit for Craftsman Toys.
I hate them. I hate them too. I'm going to pick this up. Yes, now, it looks good.
Did you see what's really cool about this kit, though?
Oh, the weapon.
The weapon's based on the Make Toys one.
Right. And that's what made me love the Make Toys one is that weapon. I thought that was so cool.
So that is very cool, but it's Scramble City.
Ah, I didn't see that.
Which is, I mean, I don't know if you're ever going to display them like this, but I just think that's a cool option to have.
That is, yeah. I wouldn't necessarily, because I don't know. Scramble City never did it for me, but I do like the way it looks. This one actually looks pretty good.
And what would be cool about it is when you get the Bingo Toys one, I don't think that one's going to be Scramble City. You could have that one in the normal thing, in the normal configuration. This one in this configuration, they could look a little different.
Oh, God.
And then Fans Toys also showed theirs off too. So, well, you'll be getting a Liberation kit for that anyways.
This is the new thing, and it's great. It's definitely great. And one thing that it allows people to purchase a portion of the figures if they're just going for combined mode as well.
I think you need to buy them all for this particular one, at least. For the hands, don't the hands come with the arms?
Yeah,
and the feet.
Well, some of the Liberation kits have come with where you don't need.
Well, like the Devastator one for 86, you could just buy a whole non-transforming one and be good to go.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Not this one. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, this is really cool. And it's mostly the main body that you didn't necessarily have to buy. But yeah, this is so cool.
Very cool. Let us know if you guys are picking it up down below.
Damn it.
And we'll be right back. They always get you. We'll be right back with the updates. Let's get into the updates, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this. And that is the Skybound Prime. So at New York Comic Con, they showed off some other things. I guess it wasn't done by the last time we recorded, so they showed off it in person. And it looks good in person. I like what they did with Megatron in alt mode, where it's not flush. You might think that might be a negative, but I like that it doesn't fit. I think that's really cool because it shouldn't fit, Yep. But what also doesn't fit, at least to me, is the $80 price point. What are your thoughts as this is all you because you need to support your investments?
I haven't heard that this money's going to them. I completely agree with it being a rough fitting on the alt mode. I completely agree. I think that is very cool that they did that, and that's how I would expect it to be, where it doesn't fit in the way it should. I think that's cool. I think that the Prime is still too clean. He doesn't look like he's been through anything. He looks like he just came off the showroom floor. So that part doesn't do it for me. They have stumbled down some stairs and bumped their head several times on that price. I don't remember how much the DNA kit cost. I can't remember how much the kit from Collector Crafts cost. I can't remember how much the kit from any other company out there that's done the Megatron arm and cannon cost. But I know that the cost of Prime without a trailer and without those accessories and a kit shouldn't be $80. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to jump in and say you still get the trailer, and with those kits, you still get the normal Prime arm. So if you wanted to swap it out, like if they gave you that arm separately, and then you could have normal Prime or this Prime, that'd be cool. But they don't. It's supposed to be out in 2026. The pre-orders are live right now. There's been a lot of people that are not happy with that price. So usually it's just us rallying against the pricing, but it's not this time. A lot of people are very turned off by that pricing. And honestly, I said it before, Hasbro is pushing you to get KOs. Because that MD005 or whatever it is, The finish, I think, looks a little bit better than this. I don't have them both in hand. I don't have them. I'm just looking at the ones I have versus this one. And it comes with all those pieces. So, and I think it's even cheaper than $80. I think it's like $50. So, yeah, it's a KO. Yeah, it's not official. I get it. But at the same time, they're creeping up to the price point of third party. And they don't have the same quality. And we'll be talking about big QC issues in a little bit when we get to the end. Spoiler, the mini cons that came with Armada Prime Jetstorm, I believe, is shattering. So the QC really isn't there either. So I don't know what's going on. I could probably guess. But at the same time, it's like, this ain't it. But the figure looks good, though. That's the sad part. They actually did a good job of the figure. I'm not complaining about the figure at all. The designers did a great job. I think, maybe a little bit more paint, sure. But this is all has to do with the bureaucracy with Hasbro.
Well, I'll go even a step further, because you've mentioned it before. You don't need a trailer. You'll take the cab.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if it was the bot, Megatron arm, his regular arm, so you have options as a standalone set, you would be interested in that if you needed a Prime in your collection. Because there are people like you who just put the trailer in a keep it in the box or whatever may have you. It's definitely the price point on this. $50,
I'll even go leader class.
$60.
Yeah,
$60.
Exactly. Leader class, I'd be okay with.
Yeah, but yeah, that's not even the blast effects. I mean, there's no light up gimmicks on this, or
It doesn't even come with like an axe. I don't know if he uses the axe in the comics. I'm going to be honest, but like they already have it. They could have just given it to him,
Yeah.
Or made some other comic exclusive accessory. I don't know what they could do, but they could. There's something in the comics they could have done, even if it was little figures that didn't move of the humans. You know what I mean?
Oh
Something. That would have been cool, and that would have been like, okay, I get the price point.
This is literally like, and the other aspect about it, and I know we're going on about this. It's not like it's a new mold. It's not like they had to do something. There's engineering or something like that. And you had to engineer the arm, which, sorry, there was like 20 companies that did the arm for you. So you could have grabbed one of those and, I don't know, $80. If you're in on it, great. Let us know how well the arm is. But I think there's so many other options out there. I would still go with the full kit, the full figure with the trailer and the blast effects and all that, which I thought was really cool to really symbolize the movie. And then I would just get a add-on arm if you really want to do that, since this Prime doesn't look like it came from the comics anyway. It's only the arm that makes you say this is the Skybound comics version.
Yeah. So I also saw somewhere where somebody's like, why don't we get IDW comic figures, blah, blah, blah. And it's because this is easy. Skybound looks G1. They're making G1 figures. They just have to slap a Megatron arm, in this case, on it. And boom, you have a new figure. IDW, they have to redo the whole figure. And that's harder to do. So
they weren't lying about taking advantage of these taking advantage of doing repaints. Excuse me.
Yeah. Wait till we get Skybound Cliff Jumper. It's just the same Cliff Jumper that they've already redecoed.
I can't.
All right, well, let us know what you think about this, and we're going to keep going. There's a pre-order for Wind Charger and Thundercracker up. They also have the Energon Universe Optimus Prime, and then we already talked about the Nemesis Prime, Cardback Wheelie, and Cardback Outback that you could go ahead and pre-order. But these are up for pre-order. They do have the new prices where Wind Charger is $28 and Thundercracker's $44, I believe.
Yeah. I really like the way that I really like these two figures. I really think they did a great job with the Thundercracker. I hate to not be in on this though. I think I'm priced out. I'm really curious about the Wind Charger in particular, more so than the Thundercracker, only because I have so many Thundercrackers, and I do not have a really good version of Wind Charger.
Yeah,
so that's the only thing that's making me thinking about getting that.
I agree. They both look really good. The only complaint with Wind Charger is those empty legs.
Mm-hmm.
But Thundercracker, I think, looks phenomenal. They did a great job, in my opinion, with him. Hopefully, it has enough engineering to justify the new price. It looks like it does. It looks like it has posability and all that. I don't like the diaper flap he has. I didn't notice that before, where it has one loincloth that comes up, and that just is... At $44, give him 2 hip skirts. Like, instead of one skirt. I've talked about that since we started this channel with Ironhide. I don't like that. Other than that, I don't know why it's so funny.
All I keep thinking about, like, I try to cover my eyes and look again. I cannot get the old man in a diaper out of my mind now. That's all I keep thinking about.
Well, it's not the shape of it. It's the fact that it's one solid piece that flips up. And it looks awkward if you're trying to pose him in a crazy pose. But whatever. Bobby's not buying the old man in a diaper. I still think he looks phenomenal in both modes. I am interested to pick up an Acid Storm or Sunstorm or something weird and try out the mold.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. Yeah, it looks fabulous. I think this is the best Thundercracker that they've done maybe ever, but it looks amazing. I just don't... I'm gonna say I know I don't need it in my collection. I have so many jets and so many Thundercrackers that I think I'm gonna skip on this.
Yeah, how many blue Make Toys ones do you have?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Just in Make Toys.
Just in Make Toys. I mean, from Deformation Space and the Takara, the KO, and I just have a lot, and yeah. But these are two that I would be it would be hard to pass on.
Yeah. They also showed in-hand images of the timelines from the feudal Japan. In-hand images of Starscream look much better than, to me. I think it looks better. Somebody in the comments said it's based off a Japanese myth. I like weird crap like that. So the fact that it's based on something makes me give it a little bit more wiggle room, which is very cool. The Prime still looks good. They both have way too much gray. Well, Starscream is kind of appropriate, but Optimus has way too much gray. They look great, though. Pick them up if you want them. I'm out on the price and the size, but I wouldn't, look at you weird if you picked them up because they look good.
I'm still curious. I'm
$60.
I have to see them in next to something so I can really see how small they are.
I think those mini-cons are the same size as the normal mini-cons from Armada, so you could kind of get a size.
I know, but I'm still not processing. The math isn't mathing right now with my eyes and my brain. I really like the box art. I really like the way Prime is. I like Starscream. They look much better than the previous set. I don't have anything like this in my collection. This might be one of those that I pay a little bit more for something for the fact of having it in my collection.
So you're going to spend $120 on all 4 of them? You can't just buy 2 of them.
Shoot, why not? I am no longer a completist when it comes to certain things.
Okay, so that's what you say now. Yolopark, no trap showed offs of Yoloparks of the TF1, Optimus Prime and Megatron, and PAX and D16, and they look great.
Megatron looks really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Or, damn, these could be my first. Okay, they look good. It looks very good. And normally we've complained about how long the legs look on them or whatever. The details on this, on both of them, make it look better. Make it look all right.
Yeah, well, I think that's because these are very screen accurate, while the Hasbro figures are not, because they have to transform. So I get it.
Transform. Yeah.
Yeah, but these are very, very screen accurate, and I think they look great.
They do look really good.
Go pick them up, Auldey. Next up, we have Auldey figures that they showed off. And this was that Megatron I was alluding to. That's
the purple is different.
God, I can't think of the word.
It's I was gonna say metamorphosis. It's morphine.
There's a word. Anyways, it looks very nice, and this is kind of the more color I think of when it's doing that. I think Galvatron looks good. The big guy looks good, but I think the stylizations make you not want to pick it up. I think if this was just an enlarged version of their G1 figure, I think you would have picked it up. And Rodimus looks like Rodimus.
I actually will disagree with you. What makes me curious about this one is because it is more of a stylized Optimus Prime, because I have so many big Optimus Prime characters. I have that Lewin Optimus, which is like 18 inches. No, it's bigger than that. That's huge. And so it's so this is different. And
so now you're gonna pick this up.
No, I didn't say all that. I just said
$50. Who knows about transport fees to the US, but the MSRP is $50.
Damn. Let's get off of this before I change my mind.
All right, well, we'll see this in your haul when it comes out. We won't be seeing this in your haul. This is probably the one Volcanicus you will not be picking up because you already have it. But I love the guns they gave this guy. The missiles and guns look so cool. I mean, looks great. I don't think yours has those guns. Am I correct?
It has some different. Actually, I don't know why I did that.
I like the guns on this. I think
it's different. It looks like it's his hammer.
That's right. They gave him the hammer. I think these look better. Personally, there's the floating shin, and the alt mode still looks fantastic.
I think this looks good. This is still so far one of my. It was better in hand than what I thought. I did have
MP
QC
version. Let's clarify.
The MP version. Yes, I'm sorry, the MP version. I did have QC issues, so I also didn't get to enjoy it the way I wanted to. I did get my replacement parts. I haven't added them on yet, so this is pretty cool. The part that's really cool about this is that they changed the engineering for the size.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool, and they always add on different things, so I like that. So for somebody like me who has the MP and says, okay, I'm not going to get the Legends or the chug size version because I already have it. That's not true. You have a remnant of it. You have something that looks like it, but they do different things. Like you mentioned, the guns on this one, and I like that aspect. I do like the guns better than the hammer. I think I would have.
And here it is, next to the one you have. I do not like these hands that they gave him. I didn't like Thorilla's big boxing gloves either. I don't know why. That's just not my thing. But I think it's a very good representation of the MP size. Like, it's nigh on the same thing. Maybe with a little bit of a different transformation. It's not as bulky, but I still think it looks great.
I think it looks great. I think they did a very good job with it.
Especially, these are going for $40, $50. Like,
yeah,
this is great for that price.
Yeah, I can't complain I know, and shout out to Scythe. He was making a comment based off of the price of Hasbro figures in relation to third-party figures, and he said it's like a fourth of the price for Hasbro. And I was just like, well, that's when you're comparing it to MP size. When you're comparing it to this size, it's a little bit more in line, and you're still getting a whole bunch of accessories and things like that with them that, you know.
I get what you're saying. I do want to just have a caveat. I guess it's Shattered Glass Con, since I'm wearing red. This is the only line that's this price.
Right. I was talking about.
You can't, overall, he's correct.
Well, I'm talking about, like, if you're talking about Legends.
Case,
I'm talking about Legends figures.
Legends? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But this case, I think, is a rarity, and I hope we start seeing more of this. I don't know how they're doing these prices.
Low overhead, probably.
Keep on keeping on, because that's really cool. And here are all of the chug scaled figures. That pterodactyl looks whack. The other two look great.
I actually like the pterodactyl.
Something's weird. It looks like his upper body's too big, and he has like little short stubby legs. I don't know. I
just can't see it. I can't see the details in his head. That's the only thing that's throwing me. But I mean, that's my eyes and age. But I actually think it looks cool. Actually, no, hell no. I'm no. I don't have anywhere to put it.
If I would have known this was coming out, I probably wouldn't have got the MP sized one. I probably would have just got this one as a one-off. It's only $40.
Because you only wanted the one. I mean,
exactly.
It's not. Yeah, it looks good, and Cang. I don't, like you said, I don't know what they're doing with their prices, but it shows that you can put out good stuff and not charge so much.
Yeah. So
unless they're tricking me and they're going to come out with the last one at like $800.
Well, good thing neither of us are picking up the set then.
Yeah.
Next up, we have another dino. We have Iron Factory's Ghost Armor Fierce Gokugao. I probably mispronounced that. Which is Samurai Megatron from Beast Wars. And this looks very good. I think it looks neat. I love how articulated the dino mode is. I like the bot mode. These would fit right in with Hasbro's figures. And I wouldn't doubt it if they're the same size.
I think this looks really good. And this is another one where I don't typically like the samurai aesthetic, but I think there was a episode, I'm going back, of He-Man when he was talking to this dragon that had like a
helmet
on, and that's what I thought about. The dragon was red, but that's the first thing I thought about when I saw this. But yeah, I really like the details in the face and the teeth on the dinosaur. It looks really, really good and really, really detailed. The bot mode looks chunky, in a good way. He looks like he's bulky. He looks like he has, his armor on clearly. So yeah, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I think you should pick it up. You liked the Primal as well.
No, I'm not saying all that.
Yeah, go pick it up. Next up, we have DX9 Toy Devetive.
Damn. I mean, Prowl looks like a mini bot compared to Prime.
Is that not the right?
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. That's why they were all the same pictures, and that's why I put this picture in particular, because it's different and you could see what it looks like. I'm assuming that's Magic Square, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I thought he looked a little short too, but I don't know. This is probably accurate. Let us know down below. But
looks like
Bobby
me talking to my daughter. I put my hand on my daughter's shoulder like that. I mean, damn, he looks tiny. Like Prime isn't even looking at him. Prime's looking over his head. He's just touching him. He's like, hold on, let me put my hand here so I can talk to who's behind you.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, maybe it is accurate, but yeah, I gotta watch the tune and see them next to each other again. But either way,
accuracy changes so much in that tune.
It does.
He could be the same size as Prime in one, and then be as tall as his shin in the next panel.
Yeah.
So, who knows? But I think the scale's okay. Especially since he scales with Sideswipe and the other Carbots. There's not. I think it's more important he scales with them. Personally, no, is all of their scale off? Maybe, but that's who he to scale with.
I agree. But and honestly, I don't necessarily feel like all of them need to be the same size, and especially different cars. Some cars are bigger than other cars.
Slightly.
But
in terms of a transforming robot, slightly.
Yeah, but either way, I think it's cool. I am in for this, and I know they're gonna piss me off and come out with another one that has the legs that I prefer.
Yeah, wait for that.
I know it. I already know it.
Next up, we have the TouchToys Titan, which is up for pre-order. It's about $80 overseas.
Freaking got me again. It looks good. Now, I'm not as excited for this one as I was for the first one. And I think it's because the first one didn't resemble anyone in particular. I didn't look at it and say, oh, that's Megatron, where I'm doing that with this one. But this one looks good, and it's, maybe it's not Megatron, maybe it's Gigatron, or no, let me not say that. Like, something else, to go with that, but Minitron or something like that. I don't know, but I think it looks good. It was a fun figure to mess around with, and it doesn't look like he has the axe, so I don't have to worry about that. The weapons peg in. I like that aspect, so yeah, I'm down for this, and $80 isn't bad at all.
Yeah, I think it looks good too. I think the head kind of clashes with the rest of the body. Just because it's too normal, while the body's not. I wish it had a little bit more aesthetics to it somehow. I don't know. I'm not trying to say I know the answers, but just a little bit more. But I do think it looks good still. And I do like the alt mode. And the alt mode's really cool. I do wish the cannon took the place of the gray cannon still. Instead of just having like a mortar on the top of it. I wish it actually integrated in it. But, it still looks good. So let us know what you think down below.
Yeah, and I still love those tracks on it.
Yes, the tracks. I love that they actually look like they're laying.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just like a circle,
Yep.
No. Very cool. Let us know what you think down below, and we'll be right back with just announced. And, we'll be right back with what is incoming and recently released.
My wallet.
Getting an incoming, and Bobby is right. His wallet is going to be cursing him out because Primus is coming out. So this is Studio 01S02B Seed. And this is via Passerby Boss. I forgot that it was a headmaster.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that. I think this one actually looks really cool. It looks more regal with the red and gold and stuff. I don't know. It looks cool. Scooby was nice enough to let us know that the base you get, because remember it showed off the orange, the white, and the blue base, you get a random one. What do you think about that?
I hate it. And I hate it because it's a trend that we're seeing more and more of. I hate it. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I almost canceled my pre-order because of that. The only reason I didn't is because I couldn't figure out what color base I wanted in the first place. So it didn't really matter. It didn't really matter. They're making the choice for me. But I don't like that. I don't like that that's becoming the norm. And I haven't heard from anybody. Let us know if you actually like this, where we're seeing this more and more of you buying something and you not knowing what you're getting.
Yeah. I haven't heard of anybody that says they like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's popular in China, and that's where it comes from. This one, I don't have as much of an issue with as the red windows because it doesn't affect the figure.
Right.
It's not like the figure has an orange chest, a red chest, or a white chest, depending on which one you get. it's the base, which yes makes the thing around his back, but at the end of the day, it doesn't affect the core figure. So if you're going to do that lucky draw type of thing, this is the way to do it, in my opinion. Have it be an accessory, not the figure itself. But I think the figure still looks really cool, very unique. The golden age of Cybertron type of deal, even though I don't see Cybertron actually being golden during the golden age, but I guess he was. And yeah, I think it looks really cool.
I am going to hate myself for having to pop on all those little domes. That was the worst. I think it took me like 3 hours. It was something stupid. I just was not happy with it. So
you need to buy 3 of them for each of the different bases.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to happen. And knowing me, I'll get one that I like at first, and then I'm going to see it with some other bases, and I'm like, damn it, I want that base. So maybe if other people are getting it, we can open up a trade your base section of.
Let us know. Akai Studio has the Primal Prime boost pack. So I put this in incoming because I found the head, but I didn't find the rest of it. This looks dang good. If this came out as like a leader class, I probably would have picked it up just because he looks like a paladin. I saw the alt mode, and it's not amazing with all the parts, but it's not horrible. And the alt mode already wasn't amazing on this to begin with. But this is very, very cool.
Yeah, this looks, and again, pictures do amazing. People who can take great pictures, kudos to you. This looks awesome. And like you said, I picked this up without all this stuff. If they released it like this, yeah, I would have been in trouble. I haven't seen it all on the alt mode yet, but this looks really good.
Yeah, it does. It looks very, very cool, in my opinion. Doesn't quite look like a Transformer.
It does not.
But I kind of like what it's going. But I like Dark Souls, so that doesn't surprise me. Let us know if you're picking up this set.
Gladiator 3 right here, or something like that. I don't know.
Another reissue. We have Bingo Toys' first figure, which was Silencer. And I have to give him props. This was the first movie Shockwave figure that I think came out, if I'm not mistaken, and it didn't have an alt mode, so they made it turn into a laser gun. And that's pretty cool that they made their own alt mode for it. And you could kind of see their ingenuity of what we've seen with Wendigirl, Spider-Girl, and now Jezzy. So, very cool. Go pick it up if you want this in your collection.
This could be a movie figure I pick up.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what the price is. But if it's like the Jezzy wasn't expensive at all for what you got. This looks good.
$120.
Damn. I was hoping it'd be like $80.
It's still not bad. I think he's like 12 inches tall or something.
It looks really good.
11.8 inches tall. It's a big figure. It's not like Jezzy or Wendigirl or anything like that. Because it's supposed to go with the DLX figures, I believe.
Yeah. Put some little juju here on my computer and see what I can do with this.
Yeah, I think it looks good. So
I like the alt mode.
Yeah, that's what I like about it, is they didn't have an alt mode and they made one and they made it work. Yeah,
and it's not a submarine.
Well, it is if you turn it upside down.
Yeah, exactly.
Next up, we have Axidal. So cool that this is coming out. I think we've cooled on these figures, but I'll be happy to have them whenever Chosen Prime gets them in.
I'll be happy to have it as well. I just still cannot help but from seeing Stripe on his chest. I see the face on his chest before I see his head. Every time we look at it, and I'm
just pop off his head and just have that be his face.
I might do that every time we go in. I'm like, okay, I'm like, no joke. This time, I think I'm gonna start low and work my way up, because like when I start high, I would skip over his head and go to his chest, I was like, okay, maybe I'll do it the opposite way. I still went to his chest. It looks like Stripe. But it still looks good.
Yeah.
Not my favorite out of them, but yeah, I'll be happy to get it.
Moving on to recently released, we have the Nemesis Prime artwork by Marcelo Matare. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So we're talking about the good first. Fantastic art. This, we don't talk about the box art on Hasbro a lot, but they constantly knock it out of the park. And I had to pick my favorite of the trio, which is Sonar, and they did such a good job with this art. I think it should have been the Dark Minicon team, but what do I know? I don't remember this scene in Armada. I mean, I remember it, but I don't remember if he had the sword or not. And the face actually looks cool here. I wish this execution with a little bit more paint or a silver wash or something would have really made that face pop out, because it's probably molded pretty well too.
Damn, this looks amazing. This artwork is beautiful. I love it, and I agree with you. I don't remember about the saber either, but who cares? In this picture, it looks great. Everything looks great about it. This would be this reminds me of like G1 toys and the cartoon. It's just like you see it, you see the toy, and you see the cartoon, you're like, oh, this is amazing, and then you get the toy and you're like, what the hell? But it was the only thing you had to compare it to. So you're like, I don't care that my Ironhide and Ratchet don't have a head, and there's something in the windshield that's supposed to be their head. That was what it was. Or I don't care that Megatron's crotch pieces looking the way it does and his legs look the way it does. This is Megatron. This artwork right here, if I really wanted to figure out, like, I don't care what it looks like. I'm getting it for this, but yeah, this looks really, really good. Kudos to to Marcelo for this. It looks beautiful.
And that's where it comes in. If they had a cartoon or a comic, you might be picking up more Hasbro figures.
If I had tie into it, yeah, that's how they would definitely get me. Because otherwise, I'm like,
that's why you got that Skybound Prime.
Stop it.
See, exactly. That tells me everything I need to know. The bad part, though, this is via Vapid Bucket Scientist, and there were multiple reports of Jetstorm's little chest dingle hopper breaking off. One shattered, what? This one just cracked. Dingle hopper.
Okay.
You haven't what's it called? Watched enough Little Mermaid, I guess. And this is very unfortunate. And maybe this is why they're not making mini cons.
Ooh, never thought about that. Yeah, this is unfortunate. This year has been really bad for Hasbro with QC issues. We typically don't see this. We typically haven't, one of the disadvantages of collecting third party is like sometimes you'll just get QC issues. This guy knows.
Yeah, like that one Trojan Horse Waspinator.
Oh god, that was I
think you even had them, and you had to get replacement parts too.
No, not for that one.
Not for that one. I thought we both had.
No, you were the one who had the. I had to knock on wood for that. So yes, but yeah, this year, and again, this isn't a bash Hasbro at all. This is just like it's not. What's bad about it, it's their expensive figures that we're having these issues with. It's been like the HasLabs. It's been like the Prime, with the feet, done the wrong way. This set, if these were by themselves at, 25, whatever dollars, something like that. Okay, cool, whatever. But yeah, when you're getting an $80, $90 figure and you're, it's your mainline stuff, having these types of issues, that's concerning.
Yeah, and it's widespread too. There's multiple reports of this happening, and they're exclusives. This is their San Diego Comic-Con / whatever.
New York Comic-Con.
Yeah, exclusive. Maybe not San Diego Comic-Con. That was the Jetfire. But still, this is their exclusive.
This is New York
and that's
Comic-Con.
how you could pick this up already. And it's breaking, you know. And then the HasLab is even worse, in my opinion. But they said be careful because there's a sliding mechanism. Be careful when you transform it. I'm not buying Hasbro to be careful with. So this is very unfortunate. I hope everybody gets a replacement. If there's broke, I'm happy I went with Fans Hobby.
Well, you know, that's a totally different situation there. I am as well. I'm like, to think about it, the only QC issue I've had with Hasbro, and I didn't even have it, but that Tetrajet, the blue that had all that stuff on it that you had all the, I can't Nim, I can't think of the name. It starts with an N.
But yeah, it's too late for me to think of it. But yes, yeah, that one. And then I had the scrap hook. I always wanted to call them scrap hook. It came with 2 left parts. Okay,
yeah. So, yeah, but you know, that in 3 years, you know, the 2 figures, and then this year we've had like, you know, 3 or 4, if not, you know, 3 or 4 major widespread issues. That's
the Prime one I can look past because
the feet.
Yeah, that's whatever. You know, the figures still functioned fine, and you could change it out yourself. The HasLab and this, though, are a little concerning.
Yeah.
So, let us know what you think about this down below, and if yours broke on you.
Yeah. Good luck in it not happening to you.
Next, we have, I have to read it every time, Auldey, Shattered Glass, Megatron, and Starscream, which were exclusives to Wonderfest, and these are Mengangwan. And I love that picture with them flipped over. And I am having ideas with that particular picture. Yeah, this looks great. They don't look as good as when we first saw them, but I still think they look good.
I agree. They looked amazing when we first saw them. We saw some other pictures. They didn't look as great. This Megatron solo looks really good. So it brought it back up for me. I love the smoke effect behind him. Thank you, Titan, for the gift of the smoke. I love that picture as well. That is so dope. What would even be cooler if it had Transformers upside down as well, where you can have the picture go either way.
And one of them was red and one of them was purple.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been, ooh, yes. Yeah.
And here's Starscream, which I think looks better than that one picture we saw, so maybe it was the lighting, but it still doesn't have that wow factor as when we first saw him. But it still looks great.
And even with this, the one on the left looks better to me than the one on the right. And I know it's just a pose, but it's just, when we first saw this, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was going to make this happen somehow. I was going to try to buy this, but now I'm not as excited. I still want it, and I want this representation in my collection, but I can wait.
You should still do it. Next up, we have the 86 Megatron Skybound kit. I think you're going to be picking this up soon, aren't you?
Nope. Not going to do it. I like the idea, but I'm not going to do it.
Why
Similar to what I said about the Prime, the add-on, you know, is fine, but it's only doing one aspect of it. It still doesn't have somebody said, you know, they didn't see dirt, or it didn't look dirty or grungy. It doesn't look like it's from the comic. It doesn't look like it's been in battle.
Yeah.
Which is what I see on the figures.
I completely agree. That's why you have to learn to do a black wash yourself. I really don't like this head. I think he looks like a little hamster with his cheeks full or something. That's one of my big complaints with Skybound, is why he has a He-Man bob. Like, it's just not doing it for me at all. It doesn't look like a helmet, but get it if you want it.
So when you talked about the head, what it makes me think of, have you ever seen Big Trouble in Little China?
Yes.
You remember when the guy who blew himself up, he started growing?
Yeah, I think so. It was a long time since I've seen that movie. Yeah,
that's what Megatron looks like. So yeah, like, and he got mad. He screamed at the end when he got. That's what Megatron looks like. So, I think it's cool. But yeah, I would need more. Like, I would want other things with it. But yeah, cool.
You can just
cool
wait till Hasbro makes one for $80.
Man, you about to make me cuss. I'm trying to.
I think you need to pick this up though.
Damn.
Blitzway Black Voltron. I don't know if this is third party or not. Honestly, but I think you don't have this colorway with Voltron, and you probably really like this colorway with Voltron, and you need to pick this up. I love the weapons.
I can't afford it.
It's like $550.
I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I really want to. I really want to.
Just go take out a second mortgage and buy it. He thought about it.
I can't do it. I want it. I really want this, but I can't do it. Yeah. Maybe if some other things happened, then yeah, but I can't do it right now. Yeah. I really want it though.
I think it looks really cool. I think there have been better black Voltrons, like the ones that are all black with no color and gold, but this one does look pretty cool.
I actually like this with the hint of color in there. Oh,
you're gonna hate me. Reminds me of Power Rangers in Space. I believe that's the one that's like all black with this hint of color. So
definitely don't see that at all, and I'm not going to.
You don't even know what I'm talking about. So.
I don't, and I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look, so you don't.
Since you're getting the Bingo Toys figure, you should go ahead and pick up all these KOs as well.
That's not going to happen.
So we talked about these a while ago. Go pick them up if you want them. They all look like they should. They all look great for what they are. Pick them up if you want them.
I'm sorry. I just can't show any love to the movie figures. I did it once. I can't do it again. I've reached my movie figure love limit. They look interesting. Not for my collection, but as James said, pick them up if you want. Not my cup of tea.
Let us know what you think about everything down below. I have a lot to do, so I am out.
To all debates are won. We'll see you next time.
See you.
Later.